Now, we're going to take a look at lesson 27. And lesson 27 is word problems that have to do with lesson 26, so dividing fractions by whole numbers. So if we take a look at number 1 here, the problem says Miss Silverstein bought 3 mini cakes for her birthday party. She cuts each cake into quarters and plans to serve each guest 1/4 of a cake. How many guests can she serve with all of her cakes? Draw a picture to support your response. Now, for this one, I'm going to refer back to my tape diagrams because they are always going to be helpful. So let's draw out a tape diagram here. Now in this tape diagram, I'm going to draw my 3 mini cakes. So here I have 1 mini cake, 2, and 3 mini cakes. Okay, now it's telling me, so actually let me underline this so that it's more visual. Okay, so there's my 3 mini cakes, 3 mini cakes. And now the next piece of information that it gives me is that she cuts each of her cakes into quarters. So when you hear the word quarters, that usually means 4. Okay, so she cuts each of her cakes into 4s. So let's go ahead and do that. 1 and 4, 4, and 4 equal pieces. Okay, now it says that she cuts each cake into quarters, okay, and she plans to serve each guest 1/4 of a cake. So here's how much she will feed one person. Okay, so if one person gets this, let's see how many people she can feed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so now you answer that in a complete sentence. Miss S can feed, and I hope you write it a little bit better than me, 12 guests in total. Okay, so as you can tell, if you draw them out, they're going to be a lot easier. So make sure that you have a piece of paper, scratch paper, it can be whatever, and so you can try them out. Let's go on to our next one. Okay, let's take a look at 2. Mr. Pham has 1/4 pan of lasagna left in the refrigerator. I love lasagna. He wants to cut the lasagna into equal slices so he can have it for dinner for 3 nights. How much lasagna will he eat each night? Okay, so a lot of information here, but our first step is again going to be draw out your tape diagram. Now, here's my tape diagram. Now at this point of the problem, you should ask yourself, well, what is my tape diagram going to represent? What are you trying to share? Okay. In the previous problem, we were trying to share the amount of little cakes that each person would get. So our tape diagram represented the amount of cakes. Now, in this problem, what we're trying to share is the amount of lasagna. So we're going to represent lasagna. Now in this problem we have that Mr. Pham has 1/4 pan of the lasagna. So if you imagine that this thing, this square, this area model, this tape diagram is your lasagna, how much of it does Mr. Pham have? Well, he has 1/4, so you're going to cut this into fourths. Okay, so here is all of his lasagna. Now it says that he wants to cut this lasagna into equal slices so that he can have it for dinner for 3 nights. Okay, so 3 nights. So here's night 1, night 2, and night 3. How can you cut that fourth so that he can have it each night? Well, if you think back to lesson 26, you know that you can cut each of these into 3 parts. And now you can share that fourth. So night 1, night 2, and night 3. So how much lasagna will he eat each night? So it's not going to be 1/3 lasagna, but it's going to be 1 out of the total amount of units that we have here. So when you count them up in total, if you know that this is 3, you know that's going to be 3, 3, 6, 9, and 12. So in total, our boy Mr. Pham ate 1/12 for each night. Okay, let's finish that. Mr. Pham eats 1/12 each night. Okay, I hope this video helps. And again, if you're stuck on them, try drawing them out. That usually always helps. Or, take a break, come to office hours, do what you need to do. Okay? Have a great rest of your day, everybody.